The ICEVI, the Nippon Foundation Mathematics Package for Teachers video series, Abacus as a Mathematical Tool. Title of the video: Division involving 5-digit dividend and 3-digit divisor. Example: 78,142 divided by 236, part 2. This video describes the second part of the procedures involved in solving the problem 78,142 divided by 236. By now, you must have practiced the procedure of making adjustment in the assumed quotient in the middle of the calculations. At this stage, we have made adjustment in the first stage of the quotient, and the problem at the moment stands as 236 in the divisor area, 3 in the quotient area, and 7342 as the remaining dividend. Let us commence solving the remaining part of the problem now. Let us ask how many 2's in 7. By saying 3, let us reduce 1 and set the quotient 2 to the right of the already set quotient 3 in the quotient area. We have to multiply 2 with 236 and subtract the value from 734 of the dividend. That is 2 multiplied by 2, which is 04, that is subtracted from the 10,000s column and in the thousands column. That is 0 subtracted from the 10,000s column, and in the thousands column, to reduce 4, we clear 5 in the upper abacus and add 1 in the lower abacus. Let us multiply 2 with 3, that is 06, that is 0 is subtracted from the thousands column and 6 should be subtracted from the hundreds column. We cannot subtract and therefore subtract 1 from the thousands column and add 4 in the hundreds column. That is, add 5 in the hundreds column and reduce 1 in the same column. Now let us multiply 2 with 6, which is 12. That should be subtracted from the hundreds column and tens column. That is 1 subtracted in the hundreds column and 2 subtracted in the tens column. Here too we are stuck, as the highest digit of 2622 is 2. Under these circumstances, we check the divisor and the remainder. The first 3 digits of the remaining dividend is 262, whereas the divisor is 236, which is smaller than the dividend portion. Therefore, add 1 to the divisor and subtract 236 from 262. That is, 2 is subtracted in the thousands column. In order to subtract 3 in the tens column, subtract 5 in the upper abacus and add 2 in the lower abacus. For subtracting 6 in the tens column, subtract 1 in the hundreds column and add 4 in the tens column. That is, add 5 in the upper abacus and clear 1 in the lower abacus. Note that the highest digit of the dividend and the highest digit of the divisor both are 2. We had already mentioned that in such circumstances 1 should be taken as the assumed quotient. Now 1 should be set by skipping a column to the left of the dividend. Now 1 should be multiplied with 236 and subtracted from the remaining dividend 262. That is, 2 is subtracted from the hundreds column. In order to subtract 3 in the tens column, we have to subtract 5 in the upper abacus and add 2 in the lower abacus. We have to subtract 6 in the units column, which we cannot do, and therefore subtract 1 in the tens column and add 4 in the units column. That is, add 5 in the upper abacus and clear 1 in the lower abacus. Look at the result. The quotient is 331, and the column to the right of the quotient is a separator column. As the divisor is a 3-digit number, the last 3 digits to the right are meant for the remainder. Here the hundreds column is empty and therefore it is 0, indicating that the remainder is 26. Therefore, in this problem, the quotient is 331 and the remainder is 26. In this problem, we had to adjust the assumed quotient at every stage of division, and we were given clear indication about the errors, as we could not find a place to set the additional digits of the quotient. Unless the appropriate digits of the dividend are cleared, it will be difficult to set the digits of the quotient, and therefore following the right procedures in abacus division, even with the higher digits, will always lead to the correct result.